Hey, good morning. You're up early. Did you have a good night's sleep? That's great. I'm really happy to hear that. Especially considering we've got so much work to do today. But to answer your question, no, I didn't exactly have a good night's sleep. Because I didn't exactly sleep. Kind of pulled an all-nighter again. And before you yell at me, I just want to say I had a breakthrough. And before you say that, I always say that, I actually did have a breakthrough this time. I managed to finally work out the cipher to those scrolls we brought, and I've transcribed the whole thing. And you would be so shocked as to what I've found. Totally worth an all-nighter if you ask me. I know I always say that, but these scrolls the Dungeon Diver sold to us, they have been such a pain in the arse to transcribe, and as soon as I found the cipher, I couldn't put my work down, and believe me, when I show you what was on there, you are going to be so shocked. Oh, I know, why aren't you more excited? It doesn't matter, it really doesn't matter, but okay, listen, I know I need to watch my health. I know I need to take better care of myself because I always do this. I always stretch myself too thin. And I know being my assistant means helping me in all facets of my work, including but not limited to helping me take care of myself. But this time, it really was worth it. Look what I found. You see this? We transcribed all of this wrong. This story was not about necromancers as we originally thought. The control aspect, that was all anecdotal about the true power that lies within these words. Close, but not entirely. It's not a mind control spell. You see, as you know, the vast majority of mind control spells aren't full control over an individual. They're more like hypnosis or making somebody really drunk. Yeah, you can cause somebody to give up secrets, and yeah, you could make somebody do something stupid, but it's difficult to force them to do something extremely rash. This, however, is a true, working, emotional attenuation spell. That means it doesn't control somebody's thoughts. It controls somebody's emotions. It promotes deep, relentless infatuation. Indeed, the thing we have here, my wonderful assistant, is a love spell. Well, yeah, to an extent, but based off what I've read, it requires extremely dark and evil magic to conjure. And creating that kind of magic, it's not something I'm particularly adept at, or frankly, willing to do. However, to test it and potentially prove its diabolical nature, I could maybe conjure a rudimentary form of this spell just to test it, obviously, even though it wouldn't actually cause any seriously noticeable enamoring, so to speak. But there is a small caveat with the rudimentary form of this spell. You see, my version of this spell would not use any dark magic. It would just be normal light magic. And light magic does conjure this spell well enough to prove that it works, but like I said, there's a pretty big caveat that could potentially make this spell fully developed. No, I know. It is terrifying. I've never known a spell be able to bypass its need for dark magic, not one this strong. But you can, with love. And I know what you're thinking, that sounds crazy, but actual, credible love can do that. You see, let me explain it like this. Let's say I have a subject. If I were to cast this spell in its rudimentary form using only light magic, the simplest of all the magics, no dark magic involved, it would do very little to them. At worst, make their pupils dilate, at best give them extreme mild butterflies for a few seconds. But if I cast this spell using only light magic that I'm actually romantically attracted to, somebody that I actually desire. It would completely bypass the need for dark magic, and it would work fully developed. It would function as if I'd used dark magic. It would be devastating. You see, you might not know this, but love is one of the strongest magical forces we have on this planet, and it's rare to find an application for it. But this found an application, and it is terrifying. You're quite right. Love can also be one-sided, or parasocial, or faked. Meaning this spell in the wrong hands could be more than extremely dangerous. It could be cast by somebody who knows very little about magic. But if they're evil enough, if they're able to force themselves to fall in love with somebody, they could use it as if they are a dark wizard, a fully fledged master of the dark arts. It's so dangerous, in theory. I've sent an owl to the Magic Tribunal to make sure this spell is marked as Category S in destructive power. You're right, it can only be cast on one subject at a time, but think of it this way. If that subject is a king, if it's an assassin or a warlord, if it's somebody who holds power, one person given the wrong influence could destroy the world. Hell, you could even cast this on another sorcerer. And you could use their power as if it was your own. And you would need very little than dark, evil desire to do that. That's why it has to be marked as S-class, and it needs to be forbidden in the lexicon of magic. We need to start developing defences towards this. However, there was an issue with the process regarding the tribunal. Well, in order for something to be marked as S and forbidden, it has to be tested and proven to work first by a master. Now, I am a master and I can run that test. Because as you know, ancient spells like this can be theoretical. And even though in theory this thing works as deadly as it does, it might not actually work like that. So, they've given me permission to test it in order to prove its ability. Naturally, but it didn't yield any credible results. I obviously tried testing it on my pet rat, Brian, but given we were two different species and Brian can't talk, it was impossible to measure its effect and draw any definitive proof. It has to be used on a human. The test has to be done on a human. But I can't do that. Even in its rudimentary form, there's still a chance I could take full control of somebody's emotions and... It's too dark for me to conjure. I've always been one to push the boundaries. But with this spell disgusts me. And because of that, I'm locked in a stalemate with the tribunal. They want proof. They need proof in order to mark it as S-class, but I can't provide that proof because it's just so horrific to manipulate somebody like that. But I also can't just leave this spell. I can't just cast it into the fire and pretend like I didn't see it, because if anyone else finds this spell, if there's copies of this manuscript, it could have ruinous effects. And I don't know what to do. I either sacrifice my morality, or I potentially leave the fate of humanity to chance. I don't know what to do. What? No, God no, I can't test it on you, no. I wouldn't dare. I couldn't put you through that. Yes, I know I said that. I know in its rudimentary form it would only become fully developed if, well, I actually had feelings for you. Which, obviously, I don't. You know? And you don't have feelings for me, right? Exactly. So, you know, it probably wouldn't too much to you, other than give you butterflies, but still, it's horrific. For God's sake, it's an emotional attenuation spell. It's a love spell. It forces you to do something you don't want to do. And I know the rudimentary form wouldn't particularly do that to you, but it's still, it's gross. It's like, I don't know, it's just, I don't want to do that to you. So, I might put out a flyer in the village and see if anybody wants to volunteer. I'd pay them handsomely, and the chances that it go wrong is remarkably slim. But I can't do that to you. I know, I understand that time is of the essence and this needs to be catalogued now, but I can't do that to you. Please don't make me do that to you. I know you're my assistant, and I know you want to help. God, I'm so grateful for that, but the trust you put in me, I don't know how this spell will react with you. I can't put you to chance. I can't put your emotions to chance. How long will it last if it does fully develop? It's hard to say. I'll put hardly any magic in it if I did do that, which I'm not gonna, but if I did, I'd use such a small amount of magic that it wouldn't last any longer than a few minutes, even if it did. It's just, it's so dark. You're right. We need to think about the safety of the world before ourselves. Fuck. Pass me my wand. Thank you. Are you absolutely sure about this? Because you can back out at any time, and if it goes wrong, I promise you, I'll keep you safe. Okay? The most this should do is give you butterflies, at most. I won't have full control over you. Well, no, it wouldn't be a matter of I'd send thoughts to you and you enact them. It would be anything I say or do, you'd be willing to do. But I don't know how it'll react. I don't know how it'll work. So, when I cast it, I really don't know what will happen. And I really don't want to use you as a test subject. But we can guess. And even if it does go wrong, I'll take care of you, okay? God. After this, I swear to God I'm going to start paying you more. You deserve it. Are you ready? Korakor, Lumen Lanai, Vincula, Delus, Mivide! How do you feel? I wouldn't be able to feel it on my side. You just listen and obey. So, how do you feel? Butterflies? Oh, good. That means it was probably only the rudimentary spell then. Wait, your pupils are dilating as well. You seem to be blushing. Are you definitely okay? You're better than okay. Huh. That's an unintended side effect. What are you doing? Okay. Wait, no, don't do that. As much as I want to kiss you, let's not do that. Not while you're under the influence of this. Okay, let's take a step back, okay? I know you love me. Shit, fuck. Oh, God, this is a really bad time to admit this, but I kind of do have feelings for you, and... Oh, okay, I know, you adore me, and yeah, okay. But, I didn't expect them to be that strong, and I didn't think it would bypass the need for black magic. I just... Oh, God, look, please, don't. You need to stop chasing me. Okay, listen, just sit down. Listen to my commands. Sit down. You're not gonna sit down? No, yeah, okay, listen. If I promise you kisses, will you please sit down? Oh, so much for controlling people's minds. Okay, yeah, okay, I know, I'll give you a kiss now. Just close your eyes for me, okay? No, you do have to close your eyes. It's, oh, shit. Maybe I should try speaking in more of a commanding voice. Maybe I should try romancing them more. Sweetie, I need you to close your eyes for me. It's the only thing I want. If you do this for me, I promise you I'll be yours, body and soul. I'm so proud of you. You're doing so well. Verticus tenacula! Oh, God, that was quite the fall. You didn't hit your head, did you? Oh, thank God. Those papers acted kind of like a really, really hard cushion. Oh, yes, I have bound you, darling, and that's because I, have to at the moment, because you're, the equivalent of extremely drunk. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gently put you to sleep, and then when you wake up, you should be free of this hex. Okay? Yeah, I love you too. Shit. I always wanted to say that to you. Oh, you're such an idiot. I know it's the spell talking, but it's not that easy. I wish I could tell you how I feel, and you probably won't remember any of this. But God, this was my fault. I'm so sorry I did this to you. Okay, it's time for you to sleep, okay, darling? Yes, I love you more. Sleep well. Somniosa. Hey, you okay? How are you feeling? Good. I'm guessing the spell has worn off, considering I'm only a foot away from you and you haven't lunged over and tried to kiss me. Do you, remember much from what happened? Oh, good. It went wrong. The spell I conjured came out fully developed, and... well, it was a little more enthusiastic than I realised. This isn't just a simple mind control spell, this would require extreme planning, because the pink haze that comes over you, or any individual cast with this spell, it's scary. Like a March hare. Completely and utterly, insanely in love. But, I'm sorry. I tried so hard to cast the rudimental form. But it didn't work. It came out fully developed. No. It wasn't because I added dark magic. You're entitled to answers. And that's the only reason I'm going to answer this, because it's going to be uncomfortable for us both. But he came out fully developed because I accidentally mixed love in with the spell. Yeah, it would only do that if I was actually in love with you. Listen, you don't have to work under me anymore. I'll find you a new mage who can teach you right, who can take care of you, who can help you become the incredible mage I know you will. Because clearly, I accidentally made this inappropriate. And I take full accountability for that. But, as you know, Fuck, how do I explain this without sounding like a creep? I grew up surrounded by magic. My father was a mage, my mother was a mage. Everyone I've ever known has been within some form of the magical world. And I never really got to fall in love. I never really understood it, truth be told. I always thought work was more important. At least that's what my teachers tried to instill in me, and that's even what my parents tried to tell me. That love is useful for procreation, but it's not very useful for work. So I did all I could through the best part of my life to try and bury my emotions when it came to love. But when I met you, the feeling I felt when you looked at me, when you do look at me with so much admiration and so much happiness, the way you take care of me when you don't have to, the way you go out of your way to make sure I've slept, and the way you tell me off when I don't. You treat me so well. And somewhere along the line, I couldn't hold it back anymore. I love you. I love your voice. I love your eyes. I love the way you look. I love the way you talk. I love the way you move around. I love every facet of you. I have been surrounded by magic my entire life, and the only time I'm ever truly amazed, the only time I ever really feel the gravity of magic is when I'm around you. I didn't want to lose you, because I'm supposed to be your teacher. I know we're in similar age groups, but I just wanted to be professional. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I put you through that with the love hex. I'm so sorry I didn't tell you this. I'm so sorry for my stupid emotions. You put all your trust in me, and I let you down. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't tell you sooner. I should have, because I'm disgusting and wrong, and I shouldn't do this to you. As soon as I knew that I was in love with you, I should have told you that we couldn't work together anymore. That I was jeopardizing you, and I'm sorry. Yeah. It is heavy. Very heavy. Probably the most difficult conversation we've ever had. Once you're better, we can start looking for a place for you to learn from somebody else. Another master. I know a few, and yeah, we'll do that. Self-doubt? What do you mean? Well, yeah, you always tell me that I always talk myself down. But that's just how I am. I've always kind of put myself down. It's a defense mechanism, really. Expecting the worst, you know. Sometimes the worst doesn't happen. I mean, yeah, sometimes it doesn't. I'm sorry, what's the point of this? You want to tell me something? Tell me. I have to come closer first. Okay. What? Is it like something you're going to whisper to me, or is it... Listen, that isn't the remnants of the love spell, is it? Because if that's the case, then was it? That was what? You've been in love with me since the beginning as well. You just didn't think I had time for you. I tried so hard to make that be the case. Because I thought that was what you needed. I didn't... Wait. You love me? No, wait. Listen, I have to do something. Hold still. No, I'm not gonna bind you again. Oh shit, you remember that? No, just hold still. I need to do something. No, I'm not. Just hold still. Zamora Revelia. You're not under any influence of any spell. All the love magical energy has left your body. You are completely and utterly in your right mind. You're telling the truth. You really do love me. Of course I trust you, but I just cast one of the nastiest love spells in the world on you. Like, you can't blame me for thinking that maybe I didn't actually get that lucky, because I love you too, and I've never actually been... You can't blame me for not believing I got that lucky. Because I never in a million years thought you'd be attracted to me. I never thought my love would be requited. In fact, I thought me being in love with you was such a pipe dream. It was something to be desperately buried. So, where do we go from here? Yeah, you're right. We need to send an owl to the magical tribunal about that love spell. Because obviously it works, and obviously it's quite dangerous. And then, after that, maybe we could go get some dinner together. Yeah. Okay. You sure you didn't cast a love spell on me?